Route planning is, of course, essential in the parcel delivery business, and there's one company that knows a huge amount about that and are taking great strides. It is, of course, Loginext, and I'm delighted to meet Dinesh, who can tell me a little bit more about the work that you're doing. First of all, just give us an overview of what Loginext does.
Sure. Loginext is a transportation automation platform that is focused towards making sure that the entire leg of a package, right from the origination to the end consumer, is tracked, is optimized, and the consumers, both your shippers and receivers, get real-time visibility of where exactly the package is and create a very differentiated experience for both your shippers and receivers.
Because as a customer, it is a huge frustration of mine that I've got a vague idea of when my package is coming and where it is, but I don't know for sure. Apparently your software can actually show the vehicle moving along the street.
That is correct, because traditionally we've only seen milestone-based updates that, hey, your package is out for delivery, we don't know when it's going to get there. And that is what we've solved for by showing real-time visibility, predictive ETAs of when exactly a package is going to be there, so that you don't end up wasting your entire day waiting for a package. You know that your package is going to be there between 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. if it's a critical parcel, or it's going to be there between 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. so that you can plan your day according to when the package is going to be there, as opposed to waiting for it the whole day.
And that's what the customer gets out of it, but what about your customers, your clients? They are able to route plan, they're able to pack their vehicles effectively, and you serve all sorts of different vehicle modules, don't you?
That is correct. The number one reason why a lot of the parcel and post companies choose Loginext is for operational cost reduction, because the margins are already razor thin. That is where we want to ensure that we provide them the operational capabilities to be efficient, be automated. So that's why transportation automation platform is something that we take very seriously and very close to our heart, because when you automate a lot of these manual processes, that's where you save money for our customers, like the parcel and post companies, and that is where you can then layer on top of it customer experience, because when you achieve operational excellence, customer experience is a given after that.
So tell me, in terms of where the innovations are coming along stream, because not only are you looking at route planning and the like, but you're also looking at data collection whilst the packages are in transit. What can you do with the delayed data that you're collecting?
Sure. So right now, I think we've already collected like more than 12.6 billion data points and more than 1.5 billion shipments that we've processed. So data is extremely essential for showing exactly how operations can improve as you move forward. So we track very granular details around how much time do the drivers take to pick up orders at the hub, how much time do they spend on the road, and how much time are they spending at the delivery locations, so that every aspect of your operations can be fine-tuned and you can make corrective actions to ensure that you are always improving. Because the more time you save, the faster you can get the packages out, the more customers you can serve, and by extension, more revenues that you can make.
You've got a huge number of big name enterprise customers already. What's it like being able to come to an expo like this and meet more potential customers?
Yep, no, and this expo, especially coming out of the pandemic, has been excellent, right? We're seeing so many interesting innovations, and even from the parcel and post companies, like we're talking to Lithuania Post, Ukraine Post, Slovenia Post, there is a huge amount of potential that we're seeing, and they are also seeing a lot of benefits that the Loginext platform can handle, like the conversation that I had. Like any questions that they ask, we already have those things, and that's why we're seeing a huge amount of traction. And personally speaking, it's so good to meet people in person and not be worried about like contracting COVID. So it's just been tremendous being over here in Austria.
Fantastic. Actually, it's worth mentioning, isn't it? You do feel safe in here. This feels like a safe environment. Everyone's tested, and the hygiene measures in place are enough for you to be sure that you can go about doing your business, but also feel safe at the same time.
100%, because we had to get the vaccination cards, we had to make sure we take a PCR test before we get in the location. So it gives us extreme confidence that the event is a safe space, where that's why you see no one literally wearing masks, because everyone knows that the event has taken so much pain and consideration that everyone stays safe, and then we can go back to our families safely.
Well, it's good to see that we can still do business even in this new way of working. Dinesh, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.